So as you all know, the first competitive season of Bubblegum Similar Infinity just ended, and everyone who was in the top 500 clan will be getting some cool rewards next update. But I want to go ahead and see what went wrong with this event. So today we're going to take a little deep dive into the competitive event here, and even got to talk with a competitive bgsi player later on. But if you guys do enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to hit 12k, so anything helps out. But with that being said, let's jump right in. Before we talk with the competitive bgsi player though, which is not me, unfortunately. I was in a team though, but I didn't really take the competitive update too seriously. But I have a lot of friends who were in a competitive clan and actually made it to top 200. They made it to 183rd place here, the greatest squad. And they were actually tied here with the Watchers here. What a coincidence, because I know the Watchers well too. But there's a lot that has changed with the bgsi competitive events compared to the bgs competitive events. And to start off, in the bgs competitive events, there weren't any teams. You had to play on your own, which did make the elite pets rarer, but they still have that green color today. Something else that changed is the quest. Now, getting a competitive season in the original game, all you had to do was blow bubbles and hatch eggs. But there's a ton of different quests here, like you had to hatch shiny pets, mythic pets, specific eggs, all of that. You could even get series 1 eggs here, everyone could get them. Which, if you haven't watched my video where I opened up 4,000 of them, you should. We got some pretty good stuff. But here's a few things I do know that went wrong with this clan battle, or competitive, whatever you would like to call it. Number 1, and pretty obvious, the pay to win. If it isn't obvious, there's a lot of pay to win involved if you want to get to the top. There used to be a little Easter pass right here, which is now gone. That was the Bubble Up Challenge Pass. And what you could do with this pass here is you could get golden boxes and free infinity elixirs at the top. And you could buy this for pretty cheap to get all the way to the top. I think to complete the bubble pass and reset, I think that would only cost you like 400, maybe even 300 Robux. So yeah, super cheap to get tons of infinity elixirs. And then golden boxes were insanely overpowered too. You could get a ton of evolved potions from that. That's how you could also get the Patronus and Midas. A little slight problem with the whole competitive event here, I would probably have to say the bots and exploiters. If you guys don't know it, if it isn't obvious already, there's a bot problem going on in bgsi because the game is so big, And as you guys know, we got a trading plaza coming soon too. So you'll be seeing a lot of bots. And all these bots basically do is just they float around and stuff. They can do stuff pretty easily. And the same with exploiters as well. But those are just some obvious problems I could think of. Like I said, I got someone who was in a top 200 clan here who said he was down to answer a few questions. So let's go ahead and do that right now. First, thanks for your time, man. It's great to have you, Saturn. Alright, first question. How was the competitive grind for you? It was very hard and takes a lot of time. That is true. It is competitive after all. And if you just take a look here, everyone is literally neck and neck. Some of these clans aren't even 1,000 points apart. That's how close it was. Oh, a royal chest, cool. Next question though, did you like anything about grinding competitive? What was something you really liked, or if you didn't like anything? Yes, I liked that it was quest and not just based fully on hatching eggs or bubbling like BGS was. There was lots to do. Let's get that out the way. You can earn eggs along the way too, so that was really cool. Next question though, would you change anything about the competitive season? Or what was something you didn't like much? I didn't really like how people used hundreds of thousands of Robux to get to top 50. I think he's talking about the one with the golden boxes. Let's get that out the way, that was super overpowered. You could get an infinity elixir and a bunch of golden boxes for not even 300 Robux. And there's a ton of people out there who could get multiple of them. We were top 50 for one day, then people started to become pay to win. To those who don't know, top 50 would get a mythic elite soul, but the top 200 would still get the normal elite soul. We're gonna go ahead and showcase that when the update comes up because that's when everyone gets rewards and stuff. Do you think competitive seasons should contain teams again, or should they be individual like Bubblegum Simulator? I think BGS was individual, but what do you think? I feel like it's more fun in teams because you have a higher chance to place higher. That is true. Personally, I think if it was individual, I would probably not make it even to the top 1,000,000 or something. Maybe I would, as in BGS it was taken over by the speed hatching exploit. That as well. Yeah, I wouldn't even make it to the top 10,000 if I tried. Alright though, that's it. Thank you TZ. GG's on top 200. There they are right there, the greatest squad. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much all I got for today. Once again, thank you TZ for joining me today. But let me hear your thoughts on the competitive season in the comments below. And just like always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.